Hi Liam, how you doing? Good to see ya. Hope you're doing well. Yep, I'm doing well, thank you very much for asking. Hi mate, Steve, how you doing mate? Good to see ya. I'm doing well. Hope you are. Contract must be finished. No worries mate, you're welcome. I'm using that modded baler. Oh, cheers for that. Thanks, buddy. This one might run faster. I've got it as a case, you can have it as several. Yeah, I tried that baler. I tried that baler 4 days. I tried that, Steve. That do thing. Me that do. That do put net on them. Well, that isn't net over them, but that put like a netting. That put a netting on them. On the straw bales, like a net on them, but I don't think that do. If you use the ordinary version. Yeah, I was watching some of that because when I had my evening meal, I was looking around on YouTube and I see you were live. And then when I clicked on it, you then finished. I like that is that T7 blue power you've got on there? Is that for PC or is that on the mod hub? That look lovely little tractor that do. Oh nice, I'll look and see if I've got that one downloaded. I don't think Charlie's on the Oaks tonight. He was. He went out with my daughter in the car to get some petrol in her car and he was watching YouTube. I like these JCBs. I think this one is a JCB icon. This one. I like these. I wasn't going to do a stream tonight, but I thought I'd do one just to see. Touch wood, I'll touch wood here that my phone don't fly up. Yeah, I watched your video back, like I say, the one what you done on Kendall Farm. That looked nice at Kendall Farm. But I couldn't hear. I could hear you talking, but I couldn't hear what you were saying. On your mic, that's a bit quiet. When you put the PDA up, it ain't a very big map, is it, Kendall Farm? Looked like a 2x map, I think, and that must be probably smaller than a 2x. When you put the PDA screen up. Look, a nice map though, I like the farmyard. But I like these JCBs. I think I've got the one where you got the LED lights in the front grid. I think that's the one I've got. I see that must have been put in console testing today, innit? Bailey Springs. We got the mod list late today, didn't we, the mods? I bet we got them to about 5:15. Yeah, I think we got about 5:15 the mods dropped. They weren't really nothing to write home about, really. Did you say we got that track, that pivot in the middle? That articulate in the middle, but the wheels don't turn. I forget what brand it was now. I do like this Bales though, because it wraps them more faster. This modded one. Evening, Charlie. Good to see you, mate. How you doing? I'm just like Steve. I'm doing a test stream, really. That's what this one is, really. To see if the phone is okay. I think this map is American. This map is. But I've got the British. I'm sure this is the one. Yeah, that's the one. Oh, yeah, on the door pillars as well. That got the bacons kind of cool. Yeah, I was just at Steve, I watched his Kendall farm. I see he was live because I had it on the tally YouTube when I was having when we had our supper, and I said to my wife that Stephen's live. I said I better quickly get on there because I think they'll be finishing soon because he'd done nearly an hour. And then by the time I got me phone, so I could actually chat to him through the phone, he went off. Nah, that's alright, put your Discord up, mate. No worries. Are you playing the Oaks, Charlie? I've got to try and get to my fields. What part of them have they? You've got a train on this map as well. You can actually take stuff to the train. But you got a lot of stuff on here. You got a lot of areas where you sell your bales and different things on here. I like this bit over here as well. This is where you do most of your selling at this sell point. I like all these different lorries and stuff on here, what he's got scattered about. Then you've got a weighbridge here. The fields are a little bit on the big side, but I'll soon get me old 60-foot header on there. I just have to be careful. You have to be careful of the train. It's all of a sudden them barriers. The barriers come down if you're not careful. Yeah, I think he accept me in their bad Steve, didn't your Discord? I said hello in there anyway. I've been doing brown bales. I've been doing brown bales lately. Yeah, this one putting that on. So what's the difference? What's the difference, Steve, between the in-game one and the one what 4D done? You got a roll of net if you're on the front of it. I know there's 2 or 3 maps that if you, with any baler, I didn't think that included the fast baler, but with any round baler, like on the Michigan farm map and that, you can wrap them. That put USA flag on the bales. That's well cool. Yeah, put the USA flag on the bales. That do it on the straw bales, the hay bales, and the silage bales, I think. I don't know about the silage ones, but I know it do because I tried it. I know it do on the straw. That do it on Frankenmuth, Prairie Farms, what Taylor Farms done, because he done all them 3 maps, and Michigan. And also, if you go any poor boy modding, he's got about 3 maps on console. Well, for all platforms, and that'll do it on there as well, because he give him permission to use it on his maps. Oh, you have to do something. I might try edit another app. You have to buy a pallet. Oh, I got ya. Yeah, we used to do that sort of thing, couldn't we, on console with us, the straw harvest add-on. The lighting on this map is pretty good, mad Steve, and not it looked like to you. The lighting has got, I reckon that's that real light. I reckon on there. That don't say in the description, I don't think. That might do. I reckon that's not as he's put his own custom, Mr. Hector. Is someone called Mr. Hector done this map? That's just a shame the field's a bit on the big side, but that is a lovely map though. Very well detailed, and you got a few deer flying up in the air there. His tree textures and that, and grass texture is ever so good as well. Yeah, he didn't know whether that'd make console because he's put a lot of old buildings and that on here. Because I watched a video what he put up 2 months ago about this map. He said that'll either come to console or it won't. If he'd got to do too much changes on it, he was gonna just do it for PC. But he wanted to get it on the mod hub. He said he didn't want to put it on any other third party site, he wanted to put it on the mod hub. But on some of the fields you can, you ain't got to have all big fields. You can use smaller ones for your farm if you want to. Yeah, he's put some good features, like down at the BGI and that. He's put some cool features down there. Mr. Hector, he's called. This is his first map, I think. What he's ever made. But you can put different brands on this baler. That's what I like about that. This fast baler. What's some unmodded? Because the fast baler Giants already put it in startup game. Where's it come out as a pack before? Oh yeah, it'd be brilliant, that would. Put mad. Yeah, you can thing me, can't you? You can. We watched. Me and Charlie were watching Johnny, and he levelled that track off. That track, because you know you've got one of the fields. I expect you know where I mean, mad Steve. You've got a field where you go past the farm, and the farmhouse where you got your sleep trigger and that's on your, that'd be on your right hand side, and then you go down the road a little way, and then you branch off to the left, and then you've got a field down there at the bottom of that track. You probably know where I mean. You go down like between barbed wire fence down this track, and that's as bumpy as anything. That's well bumpy, and me and Charlie watched him the other night on Charlie's big modder, and he was levelling it all out. I don't know how he was doing it, how he levelled it. He had a JCB tally handler, and he was levelling it out and putting like grey stone down. That must have obviously been a mod. Yeah, I see when you're going through your mods, Steve, you had the better contracts mod. Because I was telling Charlie about that. A lot of people on PC use the better, what's called better contracts. I try to like that mail what you're using when I watched your video, tea time video back, live stream. That yellow one, God, looks smart. That's when you were doing it. Obviously, you're going to make high on that field, I should imagine. That looked brilliant. That looked a brilliant machine. That did. But I should imagine that's PC only, because I've never seen it in on console. Oh, that's what it is that? Oh yeah, so if I got the pack... if I got the pack, I wasn't really that keen on it, to be honest. Because everybody kept saying that the round balers, they keep going, they don't stop. To empty the bale out, and then I watch somebody, and you have to stop with the balers. But I watched a guy with this baler. This guy, he done a test on whether this baler as faster or slower than Bale and then wrapping the bales. But believe it or not, they ain't really any difference, believe it or not. He done a test. I normally go around the roadway because you wouldn't get through with a harvester. Not very easy. But what I want to do is I want to buy this field. I want to buy this field so I can put a track round here. I will put a track round the edge of this field. Because I've got some more fields around the corner here. So as you can see, not all the fields are massive. I own this one opposite as well, that's got soybeans on it. Oh, yeah, it's handy. I see what you mean. That is. What was that baler pack we got out today? Can you make bales 9 times as big or something? I don't know. We got a baler pack thing out. Hi Mazzy Valley, good to see you mate. How you doing? Yep, we all doing well, thank you. Thanks for stopping by mate, appreciate that. Well, thanks for that. Appreciate that, mate. That's called, is it CARPATHIAN map? Something like that. I can't pronounce the name of it. That's on the mod hub last week, Marcy. That's got a nice map. I'll put the PDI up. That's quite a nice map. That's got a big file size, so that's any trouble for me on console. That's 890 MB. So it is. That's bigger than Challengton. Challengton was the biggest map we had on console. in FS19. That was, I think that was about 860, something like that. This one's nearly 9. But it's a lovely map though. I think Mr. Hector, I think that's who done it, Marcy, Mr. Hector. I subscribe to him on his YouTube because he's got about, don't know if he's got about 200 and some odd subscribers. He ain't got many, and I subscribe to him. He's done a lovely job of it though. The farmyard's pretty good as well. He's got all old buildings. He's got all separate farms for the sheep, pigs, with all like sort of the buildings a little bit run down, not brand new looking. It's got a bit of a rustic feel to it. I'm sure it's meant to be an American map. That's Carpathian Countryside or something it's called, if you look up on the mod hub. But I like this now. I like it because we've got the extra Bale storage now on console. Yeah, Charlie's on PC now, Marcy. He's loving it. He's playing on the Oaks. I think that's a 4 times map. Yeah, he's doing well, mate. Thank you very much. Doing his is it GS whatever you call them, the exams, GCSEs. That's it. I got it at the moment. But he's enjoying that. He's enjoying the Oaks. I like the map. Is that called Hofbergman? I've seen people play it on PC. I like that map because you can get like baby calves and stuff. And you like halter them up and take them to little bays, and you wean them off the cows and give them milk in these little stalls and that. It's pretty cool. Tell the family I said hi. Yep, they're all doing well, thanks, Marcy. But I do like that one. And the other one, what I see people playing on PC, is it? I'll probably butcher the name. Is it called Knudsen? Knudsen Farm? I love the green farm buildings and that what it's got on it. Awesome map. I've seen Johnny playing that map. Johnny 7610. And I like the new, I like the FS22 version of Purbeck as well. That's it. That's the one, Marcy. Is that a 4 times map or 2? Because that looked fairly big. Charlie's been getting a lot of his mods off King Mods. He got a toy. He's always wanted a Toyota Hilux. We can't get that on console, so he got one of them. I think our good friend Elite Farm, and he's been because I used to game with Elite. Awesome fella. I used to game with him on PlayStation when he was on PlayStation, and he's been helping Charlie out. I think he got him sorted out with a Toyota Hilux. Yeah, exactly. You've got to be careful. I know he's got a he's got virus protection system on his PC, but you got to be careful on these mod sites. I think you can get the Knudsen and that Hofbergman, but I don't know if you have to be. I don't know if you have to be a member or something. Yeah, I'm not really sure about the next DLC. I'm glad I didn't purchase the Year 2 season pass. Because I didn't get the Grape Harvest, was that a DLC? And I didn't get the Baler one either, what come out. The only thing I did like was where you could put back up to that machine and pump the bales out. Just tip your straw and that in, but I never got it because it's very unrealistic, really. I thought, but yeah, I got the pumps and hoses one. I did get that one because everybody's having issues on console, but I didn't. I didn't have issues on my PlayStation. I don't have issues with it. A lot of people having trouble. It wouldn't roll the pipes up and that properly. That rolled it up a treat like how the PC players was working on mine. But since they updated it, I noticed that the pipes glitch into the ground a little bit. They never used to do that. But that's when Giants brought the update to it. I knew that's what had happened. They'll bring an update out and that'll fix like a couple of things and then break another thing. That is a good mod. They've got arable fields round and the arable farmer let them, you know, drag the old hoses around. But to be honest with you, you don't see it much over here. You don't see it much in the UK my way. That's like I do love swathing the crops. I love that. Was that someone Boomer who brought that out on I can't never say the map's name. Is it Saskatchewan? I can't never pronounce it, but I really enjoyed it when he brought that map out. But what I used to do is when that header on that swather used to pick the grass up round the edge of the field, I used to go around with a small harvester, just go around the border first. They say you get 20% more crop or something if you do it that way, but I used to work for a farmer in real life and do the drive the harvester for him, and he used to swath it, but on another farm where I done some harvesting, we cut it standing. The canola, the oilseed rape, and I think that's better to cut it standing because you lose so much on the ground when they swath it. If you move it, all the old canola and that is starting to shoot up underneath. But they mostly cut it standing now because the oilseed rape nowadays, when I used to harvest it, when I had an old Matador harvester, when I used to drive an old Matador with a carb on, and my dad had a Senator 70 with no carb on, I think they were 10-foot cut each to think 20 foot, and we thought that was marvellous back in the day, but to think how big the harvesters are now. But rape used to be taller, you know, taller than an adult, a 6-foot adult that used to be, but now they grow these short varieties now with more pods on, these like hybrid varieties and stuff. I'll have to spray the weeds off on these fields. They've got quite a few weeds on them. Yeah, I'll use a compressor. Yeah, I'll use that mask. I still think my favourite map, UK map, is Calmston Farm. I'll put just over 300 hours I'll put on Calmston. I'm going to leave that Bale there. I'll take it down to the farm in a little while. Yeah, it's another nice map that is, Marcy, that Addingham by GB Modding. I used to like his little Norton map as well. Little Norton in FS19. What's that other map he done in FS19? I played that quite a bit. That was a nice map as well. Everybody played it. I can't remember the name of it. Six Ashes. Six Ashes, that's it. That's the one. You had a New Holland dealership. I did enjoy Six Ashes. You've got to work and train on here as well. I like the Valley, the old farm. I'm starting to play that a bit more now. It's had the update. I waited until the update come out. I loved the FS17 version, but I weren't keen on the FS19 version. You got one of your sell points over here. I wasn't that keen on FS19 version, but I certainly am the FS22 version. This is where your farm shop is. Well, that's where I'm going to end the stream, everybody. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you all again in the next one. Take care. Take care, Mad. Steve, you're still in here. Charlie, what's in here? And Andrew Massey. All the best, everyone. Like I say, thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll catch you again in the next one. Bye for now.